Hello everyone, it's Nina. Thanks so much for joining me today. I am really excited because I'm going to be bringing you some inspiration using the new limited edition tag kit from Simon Says Stamp. Now I did make tags with this kit because this kit is filled with so many awesome products that can be used to make some great gift tags for your holiday gifts. And of course, I'm going to need quite a few for my holiday gifts this year. So I really enjoyed being able to make some beautiful tags with the contents of the kit. But what I'm really excited about is the fact that I made a luminary with the contents of the kit. This kit has not just some beautiful products to make tags, but it also has some beautiful vellum overlays, wood grain cardstock, and more. And I thought it'd be fun to use those products to make a luminary. So I'm going to start by taking the new wood grain cardstock. You get a sheet of that in the kit, one of the overlays, and I'm going to use a nested rectangle die from Simon Says Stamp. So I'm going to cut this cardstock down into some different sizes. First, I have a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch piece, and this is what's going to get cut from the nested rectangle frame. Then I'm going to take another sheet, and this one is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. Now I'm going to mess up in this particular segment of the tutorial. I ended up making more score lines than I really needed. What you really need most is to have a 1/2 inch piece on either side of the 4 1/4 inch middle panel. So on this piece, I made a score line at 1 1/2 and 2 inches. Then I'm going to slide that paper so that the score line at 2 inches is lined up with the 0 inch mark. I'm going to score it again at 1/2 inch, and that's it. I should have stopped there. However, I did make extra 1/2 inch score lines on either side of this particular piece, and that was not necessary. I realized that as I was putting this together, I was like, why did I do that? But I did. I don't know what I was thinking. So please make sure that you do not add extra score lines. All you need is a score line at 1 1/2 inch and 2 inches on either side of this piece of paper. That's going to give you a piece of paper that looks like this. This is what's going to adhere to the front of our luminary. So I am going to make my luminary from this piece of paper and the frame. Next, I'm going to go ahead and make a bottom portion. Now, this particular piece is 4 1/4 by 2 inches. On either side of this piece, I'm going to create a 1/4 inch score line. That's going to give me space to add some adhesive and fold this so that way it's the exact same size as the bottom of my entire box. So I'll score this, fold this all together, and then add adhesive on either side of those two score lines. I'm using 1/8 inch Scor-Tape. So once I have the tape adhered, I'm going to go ahead and lay this inside of my box. I'll line one side of the score line against the box, and then I will fold those 1/2 inch flaps across the front side of that base, and that's going to hold the entire box together. Now, of course, we still need a front, and that's what the frame is going to be for. But I need to adhere the vellum piece on the inside of the frame before I go any further. So I'm going to go ahead and add some adhesive onto this box. I'm going to add adhesive not only on the bottom again, but I'm also going to add more adhesive to the sides. So that way, when I'm ready to add the frame right down onto it, I can just go ahead and lay it across. So this will be ready for my frame. My frame, it has some double-sided tape on the back side of it, and I'm going to adhere that vellum overlay over top of that. Now, all of this is built with the wood grain cardstock that's in the kit, and I used that whole entire sheet for the most part, other than a few scraps, and this is going to create the entire box. This is all I needed. I added glossy accents, or whatever liquid glue you have, around the edges of the frame, and that allowed me to sprinkle some glitter onto those edges. Now, this glitter is Distressed Mica Flakes, my favorite for snow. However, you could use whatever glitter you have on hand. Now that I have my glitter attached to the frame and my vellum overlay, which is part of the kit, inside of that frame, I can glue that frame onto the box. And voila, we have our little luminary box all set up. Now the sides of your box won't fold in like mine do. Mine are folding in because I have that extra score line on either side. But it still holds together beautifully. And I love how this turned out. So now I'm adhering cute little droplets and pearls onto the berries that are embellishing this cute little scene. I used some distressed Stickles to add some glitter to the snowy areas of this scene. There are some Tim Holtz stickers, Christmas sentiment stickers, in the kit, and I'm going to go ahead and adhere one of those down onto the side of the box. It says peace and joy. And there's also this adorable SISAL wreath, and I'm going to glue this down with some KRAFT tacky glue, or hot glue would work just as well, onto the corner of my box. I loved how this embellishment looked. It's a really awesome, chunky embellishment, perfect for something like this. I love adding little embellishments onto my home decor projects. So now we're ready to add the lights. These are Tim Holtz Twinkle lights. Super simple. You can find these over at Simon Says Stamp. I love using these in my projects, and look at how this looks behind that beautiful vellum piece. So I'm going to go ahead and show you this with some of the light turned down so it's not quite so bright, and you can see how this glows beautifully. Really makes that vellum overlay shine. I just love how those lights add that beautiful glow behind that vellum, and this would be a beautiful decor piece, maybe for your home during the Christmas season, or maybe a gift for somebody else. Now before I go, I wanted to give you a quick look at the tags that I made using the kit contents. I loved being able to use those vellum pieces, and I added those on top of the pre-made tags that were in the kit. Now if you want more details on the projects that I've made here and also the supplies that I used, you can head on over to my blog to get more information about that. I also have links down in the video description, and if you are interested, I have more videos on screen that you might be interested in watching. Be sure to grab this limited edition tag kit while supplies last, and thanks so much for watching one of my video tutorials. I'll be back soon with more to share, but until next time, I hope you have a very wonderful day. Bye!